Your fever is high, and the pressure to log in at work is too. But when you finally decide to take care of you, there's Instacart. Just because that one perfect coworker is attending meetings, camera on, sneezing, coughing, and aching doesn't mean you have to. Trying to stay on top of things can get you further behind. Instead, use Instacart for tissues to teas, cough drops to soups, delivered in as fast as 30 minutes. Oh, and if anyone needs anything, send them to that one perfect coworker. Instacart. Delivery you can count on.
What up, y'all? This is a Cozy Womb Drive-In. This is Shan. Welcome back. We're going to get into what makes you a great father. Okay. All right. Guys, daddies, dad, father, poppies, pops, y'all. Let's talk about y'all. What makes you great? The fact that you're supportive and you're loyal to your kids. You don't make promises you don't keep. You have unconditional love. And you allow your kids to make mistakes. You're open-minded, meaning the thing that you want your child to do or a child to like and they don't like, you're cool with that. But you're open-minded with the things that they may be into, even though you know nothing about it. Or you think is weird, you just go with it. That makes you a great father. A great father protects his family from the outside, from any harm within. You're a protector. You teach your kids lessons, meaning you let them fall, you let them hurt themselves a little. You talk to them about what happened. And then you teach them how to have that issue not happen again, or that result not happen again because you do X, Y, and Z. As a father, that is part of the position. You handle the dirty work. Mothers do it too, but men, the things that are heavier, the things that are worth doing that require a lot of strength, a lot of willpower, fathers usually offer to do it. You never have to be asked. A great father never has to be asked to do the things that a child needs. You lead by example, meaning you as a father, whether you have a daughter or you have a son, that daughter or son should be able to look up to you and be like, yes, this is the ultimate man to be. And if the actions that you display in your life do not say that, then I guess you need to straighten that shit up. Straighten it up. Because, your kids only grow into adults. And I ask a lot of men all the time who have kids, would you want your daughters to bring home a man like you that they want to be with? Would you want your sons to treat a woman how you treat women? And if the answer is something you don't like, fix it. And a great father listens. Like you listen to your children. You think before you speak. That's a great father. A great father is a man that takes responsibility to provide for their children every day. Not just birthdays, not just every 3 months, not just, oh, I called you, but you didn't answer. Not just, you got my number too. No. A child didn't ask to be here. Meaning a child didn't ask for you to be their father. Meaning it's your position to step up and reach out. It's your position to push forward through your pride and your ego. You spend time with them. Spending time means sometimes outside doing yard work, sometimes working on a project together, sometimes doing something the child wants to do, not something you want to do. You discipline them. That's a big part of you being a great father. You have to discipline them. Yes, they can come to you for wants, but at the same time, you give them some of the things that they want, but you also give them more of the things that they need. And children need discipline, especially from their fathers. Hug them. Love them, boys and girls. I know that you're a man, but men need hugs from other men too, that they love. Because sometimes verbally, when certain men speak, it comes off very sarcastic to young boys, and they take it as, oh, my dad doesn't like me. Oh, my dad always says this to me. Oh, my dad may think I'm stupid. Sometimes those grown men or those males, they don't know how to display a certain level of love that can be understood without being spoken about to their sons, and it gets misunderstood. And I feel like men should hug on their sons and their daughters, and they should show any child the same amount of love. And you talk with your child. You have combos with your child about various topics that they don't want to talk to. In the car, wherever. You get involved in the activities your kids like, whether you like them or not. You think about your child first when moving, shopping, vacationing, preparing. A great father is considerate of a child's feelings. So if you have a child that's not biologically yours, and you have a child that is, and y'all live in the same home, you treat them the same. If your child is a brother or sister to another child and they're young, and they may have an idea that, you're not really their father, they shouldn't feel a difference. They shouldn't see a difference. And you should treat them the same also. I'm not saying you have to, but because a child is still growing and, you don't want them to feel no resentment towards their siblings, you treat them the same. A great father respects the other parent who provides equally too. Meaning, you may or you may not be with that mother, but you respect her. Respect the grind. Respect the fact that, she has to do X, Y, and Z by herself when you're not around. She has to do X, Y, and Z whether you provide or you don't, financially, mentally, emotionally, physically. And she has to take care of herself too. And that's hard. That's hard to do when you're single and, you're trying to keep a smile on your kids' faces. You're trying to keep them well-dressed, well-fed, healthy. That's a lot. So just be considerate of the other parents. A great father prepares their child for the future and puts his ego to the side. Meaning, I don't know. Great fathers, they understand that it's not just about you giving another parent money or paying for food, paying for clothes, and buying toys. It's more to being a father than that. It's more than, I laid down and I made a baby with this person, I'm a father. No, it's more than that. Not everybody is cut out to be a great father. But you can always learn if you want to. You have to put in that effort. It takes a lot of effort to be a great father. It's a lot of work, but it can be done. I've seen it done. It can be done. And just being more aware and doing things without being asked is most important from a mother's standpoint, from a woman's standpoint. When a woman doesn't have to ask you to do things for your child and you just do them, it's an amazing thing. Because there's a lot to compare when there's a male that is supposed to be a man, that is supposed to be a father, and they fall extra short. Extra short. It's a shitty thing to see, especially when you have a child that's smart, brilliant, beautiful, fearless, and you just know that that child would be times 10 if they had a parent equally doing the same thing the parent that's taking care of them is doing. And a lot of parents that, grind so hard to do that, and that other parent may be absent that's supposed to be there, ends up showing up when that child is grown and doing great things in the world and want to know, where's their cut, where's their half, where's their appreciation too. Remember the years that you weren't around. Remember the years that you didn't put in that effort, make that call, go extra above and beyond, and make sure your child was okay on a consistent basis. Remember that when you're older and you're in an empty house and you have nobody to talk to, and on Father's Day nobody's calling your phone or wondering where you're at or sending you any letters in the mail. Around great holidays, that child doesn't want to see you, doesn't care to see you. Around graduation, that child doesn't want to see you in the crowd. Remember the times that you didn't put in that effort and you was cool buying yourself certain things. You were cool taking yourself certain places and having vacation and traveling and things, and just absent-minded of the fact that there was a child that needed you and you were not around. Be a great father means putting your ego, your pride to the side and grinding it out and make sure that child has everything they need and more, and just being available. Be available. There are great fathers out here who are single, who are not married, and can do it. There are fathers out here taking the position of a mother because that mother doesn't want to be a mother after they give birth to a child. There are great men out here who want to be fathers and can't be fathers, just like there are mothers out here that want to be mothers and can't be mothers. You can always mother a child that you didn't give birth to. You can always father a child that you didn't, help create. But people who biologically want to see a part of them in a child, some people can't do it. I've had great father figures in my life and lost some. And I want to say I mourned more for the father figures I had in my life more than my father passing. And that says a lot. I just don't want any fathers out there who have moments in a bigger chance of being better fathers fall short because of their ego and their pride. Because it's lonely. It's lonely later. I promise you it's lonely later. But that is all. I have to hit the sack. Alright? This is Shan. This is Cozy Woman. Just be a great father, please. And especially if you didn't have a great father, be better. Be way better. The aim should be to be way better. Deuces.